I don't even know what to think of this team anymore. We just lost 7-14 to the Giants. Um, Man, this embarrassing, humiliating loss. That's really the main thing to take away from this embarrassing loss. And I had a feeling going into this game that we might lose. I predicted us to win. Well, I didn't post a preview video. I was a little bit too busy, so I couldn't put that out for you guys. But um, I had us winning this game, but I had a small feeling that we would lose because of how inconsistent this team is. A few weeks ago, we lost to the Eagles, but we were very competitive against them. 31-34 lost. A few days later, we lose to the Bears, 40-20, embarrassed on prime time. Then a week later, week 6 last week, we beat the Falcons. What was it? 26-14? No, I mean 26. I think it was 26 for something like that. I think it was 24-16, something like that. And then today, 7-14 against the Giants. Now I know, um, divisional game, but we lost to a 1-5 team who's, first off, their starting quarterback wasn't playing, who has owned us respectfully 5-1-1. Daniel Jones 5-1-1 against us. He's only good when he plays us. So he was out. Like five, they have none of their starting offensive linemen played today. So it was all backups, and some of those backups were elevated from the practice squad. They were brought up from the practice squad. So we played guys on the practice squad. We still lost, and it was just bad. It was just bad. I want to start with coaching because coaching was absolutely terrible. Eric Bieniemy, man, Eric Bieniemy was bad. Some of his plays calls were really bad. I'm pretty sure Howell dropped back like 49 times in the second half. I saw a stat that said that he dropped back 49 times in the second half. Mind you, we were down. Yes, we were down 2 scores, 14-0. But 49 times is crazy, and we wouldn't have to be. We would have gotten shut out today if Sterling Shepard didn't muff that punt. We would have gotten shut out today if Sterling Shepard didn't muff that punt. He did, and we just got lucky. We got points there after he muffed it, but this was bad. Eric Bieniemy, he was terrible. You know that how this offensive line is bad. This offensive line is not bad. It's bad. It's not good. And I know not all the sacks are on the offensive line. A lot of sacks aren't Sam Howell, but most of the sacks today were on the offensive line. I'm pretty sure Howell had like 2.23 seconds on average to get the ball off when he dropped back in the first half. That is terrible. Nobody, no quarterback can live behind that offensive line. Nobody. And I know the Giants were pressuring on third down, like every single third down in the first half. You know that. Eric Bieniemy, you know that. Yet you didn't really do anything. You didn't adjust the offensive line, you didn't adjust the scheme to do anything about that really. I mean, I guess we were a little better in the second half, but it just didn't seem like it. We allowed 6 sacks today. The Giants came into this game with 5 sacks on the entire season. They doubled that. They more than doubled that with 6. So it was bad. Jack Del Rio, terrible in the first half. Defense did play better in the second half. They were getting some stops. They got a turnover, that fumble Saquon Barkley had. Shout out to the Ron Payne for recovering that, but it was bad, especially the offense. Ron Rivera was bad. We just we got to clean house after this season. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't even mind if we fired Jack Del Rio and Ron Rivera now. I feel like we should fire both of them now because they've just been really bad. And Eric Bieniemy, he's just been inconsistent as well. Everybody's been inconsistent. This whole team has been inconsistent, and I don't know why. They've just been inconsistent. I don't know if they're downplaying their opponent. I don't know. I don't know what it is because 2 out of 4 of our losses have been against, like, arguably 2 of the worst teams in the NFL, arguably the worst teams in the NFL. So I don't know. I don't know what it is with this team. Let me go position by position real quick. Sam Howell, 22 for 42, 249 yards, 1 touchdown, sacked 6 times. Sam Howell, I'm not gonna lie, he didn't have a good day. He didn't have a good day. He was off target some throws. I'm pretty sure. Um, Earlier in the game, like fourth quarter, he had Terry McLaurin downfield on the sideline. He missed. I'm pretty sure he missed him. And then he had some other off-target throws as well. Jahan Dotson, actually, the last play of the game for us. in the red zone, 4th and 5. When he threw to Jahan Dotson, it was a little bit behind. It was a little bit behind, but man, Jahan, you got to come down with that. You have to catch that. It hits your hands, you got to come down with it. You need to come down with that. I understand it was a little bit behind, but you got to come down with it because that would have been huge. That would have been, we would have had the ball. We picked up the first down. We could have ran in with Brian Robinson or someone. We would have gotten the touchdown there if Dotson caught that, but he didn't, and it is what it is. Chris Rodriguez, 7 carries for 31 yards. Brian Robinson, 8 carries for 23 yards, a touchdown. Didn't really do anything today at all. Howell, 2 carries for 15 yards. Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin had a very good day today. 6 catches for 90 yards. And we didn't, I don't understand this. First quarter, right? Actually, first half in general, the entirety of the first half, Terry McLaurin had only 1 target, 0 catches, 0 yards. 1 target for 0 catches and 0 yards. We didn't target him at all in the first half. That's on EB's part as well. You see how anytime Howell drops back, boom, pressure right in his face. Run some quick plays to get the ball out of his hand. Run some quick plays so that way we can get some short yard gainage. We can pick up more first downs. We only picked up like 1 or 2 first downs the entirety of this first half, and we only converted on like 1 or 2 third downs the entire day, which is really bad. That is terrible. I'm pretty sure out of like 13 or 14, we were like 0 for, I want to say 6 in the first half, maybe even more. I know at one point it was like 0 for 11, which was really bad. So Tressway punted 10 times today, that should never happen. Okay, that should never ever happen. That is bad right there, and that's how you know our offense was terrible today. It was terrible. I mean, there's just not a lot to say about this performance. Logan Thomas, 4 catches, 51 yards. John Dotson, 5 catches, 43 yards. Gibson, 2 catches, 24. Curtis, 4 catches, 25. Defense, like I said in the first half, weren't great. They weren't great at all, not going to lie. And a lot of that, you can blame Jack Del Rio, but they just weren't great in general. David Mayo, he had 11 tackles. Oh, Cody Barton did get injured earlier in the game, and he was out for the remainder of the game. So David Mayo subbed him. Jack Del Rio subbed him. Cody Barton in for David Mayo. So, yeah. And then Montez Sweat, he had 7 tackles, 3 solo tackles, a sack, and 2 tackles for loss. Chase Young, first off, was our best player today. He had 3 tackles, 3 solo tackles. Well, all the tackles were solo. 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss. Chase Young absolutely balled out today. He was our best player, period. Best player today. Actually, I'd say him, Tressway, and Terry McLaurin were our best players today. All right, they all stepped up big time. Tressway, 10 punts. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure, like, all of his punts were inside the 20-yard line, which is super good. So, well, most of his punts were inside the 20-yard line. So, shout out to Tressway. He absolutely balled out. Quickie Hudson had a sack. Like I said, Montez Sweat had a sack. John Allen had a tackle for loss. Latavius Murray, he actually had a pretty solid batted pass earlier in the game, so that was cool. I mean, the thing is about this game, the Giants, it really looked like the Giants weren't trying to win this game, bro. They were trying to give this game away to us. I mean, Tyrod Taylor, he was 18 for 29, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was kind of cooking us in the first half, not gonna lie. And our defense, we're just big play prone. All right, I've said this multiple times before in my videos. We're big play prone. We're big play prone. And I don't know how we can change it. I don't know what it is. I put most of the blame on Jack Del Rio there. For our defense, always giving up big plays. So I'm pretty sure Jalen Hyatt caught like 2 deep balls. Yeah, he did catch 2 deep bombs today. So pretty bad. Saquon Barkley, 21 carries, 77 yards. He always cooks us. We did better against him in the second half. In the first half, he had some good carries on us. Tyrod Taylor had 8 catches for 25 yards. So, Darren Waller, he got his first touchdown today. I'm pretty sure as a Giant. So and this is a get right game. Like when teams play us, it's a get right game. The Bears had like 2 sacks. In the entire season before playing us, they got like 5 on us. I think it was 6. Falcons last week, they had 5 sacks coming into the game against us. Boom. Leaving the game, they had 5 sacks. Giants today, 5 sacks coming into the game. They had 6 today. So it's when teams play us, it's a get right game for us. It's just a get right game for them at least. It's a get right game for them, and it is what it is. You guys hear me stuttering because I mean, there's just not a lot to say. Disappointing 3-4. I don't even know like what is next for this team. We play the Eagles next week. See how that goes. But right now, just isn't looking good. So that is all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe, turn on notifications. On the road to 3K subs. If you could, hit that sub button. I'd really appreciate it. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.